What's the weirdest compliment you've ever been given? In 7th grade, I wore a fanny pack to school to hold stuff like Yu-Gi-Oh cards, which I played with at lunch. Once while walking down the hallway, an 8th grader I never met before was like, "Dude, I like your fanny pack," gave me a high five, and kept walking. I never saw him again, and miraculously nobody ever picked on me about it, to my face at least. How old are you? I feel like the year when this took place is crucial information to understand this interaction. I had pink eye and the nurse was looking into the non-infected eye. "You have beautiful retinas." "Thank you?" Question mark. This just reminded me of the weirdest compliment my dog has ever gotten. His vet called me to update how the test results went, and left a voicemail that started, "Well, the results are in, and Geo has got beautiful blood. Beautiful! Exclamation mark. That I'm like a piece of furniture. Don't do much, but you notice when I'm not there, because you're so fucking great." My friends and I were talking about what kind of potatoes we'd be. One of my best friends told me you'd be a loaded baked potato. "People pay extra for that good shit." Apostrophe. I certify that as 100% smooth and there is no way in hell I could come up with that on the spot. A woman I was talking to in my dad's shop thought I was not me but my sister. When I tried to correct her that I'm me, she told me, "No, you are not. Insta my name is fat and has short hair. She is not beautiful like you." Like, WTF lady, WTF. Pandas have feelings too. That I've the most beautiful eyebrows. Were even asking if I plucked them or what routine I had. BTW. I'm a guy, but NGL. I felt fabulous days after. Guys have the best eyebrows and lashes. Do you pluck them? "You look comfortable." Not as in I looked relaxed. She meant I looked comfortable to rest. Linoleon. At first I asked if she was politely saying I was fat. She explained that I had a look about me of being someone who was comfortable to cuddle with and not hog space or covers. I took it as a compliment. I hope it was. This was a stranger I was having a conversation with during the morning train commute maybe 3 years ago. Came from out of the blue. As well. "Did you get a number?" "Nope. I'm kinda dumb like that." I was too busy analyzing the comment to act on anything. "You are so tan. How did you get so tan?" Apostrophe. "I'm Indian." "I'm Indian. Alright then. Keep your secrets." A coworker once told me that I was a cross between Han Solo and Drive Bunsen Honeydew from the Muppets. This was in 1998, and I still can't stop thinking about it. Was that supposed to be a compliment? An insult? The worst part is that he was pretty accurate. Actually, not gonna lie, if someone told me I looked like a cross between Han Solo and Drive Honeydew, I'd be so proud. A teacher in high school told me several times that I had a perfectly shaped head. A couple with a newborn daughter asked me how my parents set me down to sleep when I was a baby. They wanted to know how my head could be shaped so perfectly. We were at a funeral for my husband's uncle with our 2-month-old, and one of the older ladies there complimented me on my baby's head shape. Such an odd compliment. The pizza who pierced my ears back in August told me my ears were perfect and to call her if anyone said otherwise, and she would fight them for me. I bet she says that to all the ears. Yes, that ear slut. During an internal ultrasound I once got told I have beautiful fallopian tubes. I've been riding that high for years. With the right Mac you could make a really good looking girl. I'm a guy BTW. You could be a part-time model. Apostrophe. Spending part of your time modeling and part of your time next to me. You look like you're good with your elbows. Said by a 50-plus-year-old man biking by. He then swung back around telling me I should try out for the local roller derby team. This sounds like a dad directing women to his newly out daughter's roller derby team. Wow, you're stronger than my dad. My GF. The first time I picked her up. That's not weird, dude. My father used to pick me up every time in a fun way and now I miss it. So it may be like that. My world changed forever the day I realized that I could pick up my dad. Someone told me my eyes were upside down. Not sure what that means, or if it was even a compliment. They seemed friendly. This one made me laugh. What does it mean? No one knows what it means, but it's provocative. Your freckles are so sexy. They remind me of my sister. When I went to the doctor I juiced, they were training a nurse. They were about to draw my blood and the older one poked at my veins. She said I had nice bouncy veins. So they're easy to see and draw blood from. Bouncy veins are awesome. If you're in the medical field you would know. You remind me of a swan. Large, white and a psychopathic attitude. 50% chance it'll either attack you or try to duck you. You'd look great in an off-shoulder dress. I'm a guy, but if I ever want to start wearing dresses, I know I'll choose off-shoulder ones. They meant to say you have ice clavicles. Way to give the guy the cold shoulder. It took me a couple decades to realize guys like you are the best. Thanks, Gran. From a teacher, you're like a barbed wire fence. Maybe something gets past you, but it leaves tattered pieces behind. I'm not very attentive, but somehow I manage to pick up info I need and use it appropriately. Random stranger while I was on a run. Nice neck. I'm not saying I believe in vampires, but I made sure my windows were all locked that night. If you don't invite a vampire in, they can't enter, right? The very same reason you shouldn't have a welcome mat. One evening about 12 years ago I was on a bus headed down to the financial district in Nick. I can't remember why we were on a bus instead of taking the subway, as I rarely took buses over the subway. Anyway, there wasn't many people in the bus, and every passenger was able to sit in a seat. Directly across from where I was sitting was an elderly Asian woman. She sat there smiling at me for a couple minutes. I wasn't sure if she was smiling at me or just in my direction, so I just smiled back at her. When we reached her stop, she came up to me and said, "You are even more beautiful than Meryl Streep." I was so flattered but also tickled. Meryl Streep is a good 35 years older than me. I never thought of her as a beautiful woman, but that didn't matter because someone did, and they thought I was beautiful too. Considering they were an old lady, they may have thought of a younger Meryl Streep. Lol. You look ominous, the mailman said to me while I sat on the curb reading Time magazine waiting outside my apartment for the mail to arrive. A lot of people try very hard to look ominous and can't do it. I was a pale 6 foot tall, 130-pound white guy in a t-shirt and shorts. People need to try harder. I went to my 25th high school reunion and a woman I knew then didn't recognize me. When I told her my name she said, "Oh my gosh, you're so handsome now." Apostrophe. You speak very good English. From a native English speaker to me. I'm from Connecticut. I better speak English well. You know the definition of the word wholesome? You are my new definition for that. Apostrophe. Something along those lines. Kinda of weird, but man did it feel good to get it. I couldn't stop smiling. Your eyes alone are worth 2,000 camels for your hand in marriage. Vacation to Egypt. That's an elite level of compliment. Nice lips. Cupcake. I read this in Soldiers. From TF2. Voice. Your penis is harder than old chicken. If a girl told me this, I'd really start doubting if that's a compliment or insult. I'd take it as a compliment. You look like an anime character. Apostrophe. Wow. Thanks. That's a great compliment. Yeah. Like that show Hellsing. With all the vampires. Apostrophe. Wow, you're really grown up from my aunt. When I was 36 yo. Every time I see her, my gynecologist always says you have such a cute little cervix. I've had a BF blushingly tell me I have a really cute butthole. Don't make it weird. Apostrophe. So I got that going for me. You're so sexy. You reminded me of my mum. Apostrophe. You look gay today by one of my great nan's friends. She had meant happy, but it made me laugh so hard I choked on my drink. Thought she had excellent gaydar. Turns out she just thought I looked happy. Reminds me of when I was 13 and going on a river trip with family friends. The mother asked if I packed thongs. I was like, what now? She meant flip-flops. I'm petite, so there was one time somebody told me that I must be easy to maneuver. Not sure if that is a compliment. Question mark? Run. I got told I have sexy legs by a married gay woman. I'm a bloke. Your leg looks sexy. Why are you so tall? Apostrophe. I'm an average height person. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. If you enjoyed watching this video, leave your thoughts in the comments below.